So what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and I got my man Carl here from Nothing But Reds. And in today's video, man, we're gonna be doing an way too early English Premier League predictions. And you know what, Carl?
Way too early.
You know what, Kyle? You know what? Say what? Say what?
What?
I'm curious to see where you're going to put Man City. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm
there's
curious.
only two spots Man City can go.
Oh, well, this is going to be fun. So, guys, we'll be using the Tailless website to do this, and we're going to pull it up on screen right now. It's pre-made already. We're not going to change anything. And we're going to give a way too early English Premier League 2020-21 predictions. So, guys, what I want you to do, sit back, relax, grab a beverage, grab a snack, and enjoy the video. Kyle, I hope you got a beverage. Yeah, you see that? Kyle got himself a beverage.
I'm ready to go.
And we have the Premier League season 2020-21 here. So we have them in 5 tiers. So we will discuss who could potentially come in first, second, third, fourth. But right now, we have the tiers are heading for the Champions League, which is the top 4. Then you have heading for the Europa League, where you could have 3 teams in the Europa League. Or you could even have 5 teams in the Champions League from the Premier League. So that's going to be fun. Heading for a mid-table finish, going towards relegation, and then going into the relegation battle. So it doesn't really relegate any team per se, but it gives you an idea what we think, like way too early, who might actually be going down. So, Kyle, you ready for this?
I'm ready to go, man. Let's do it.
All right, we're going to start from the bottom. Kyle, we're going to start with the guys right at the bottom, going into the relegation battle. Who do you think right off the bat is going to go into the relegation battle? We might have to move teams around as we go along.
Right.
But right off the bat, who do you think are going to be in the relegation battle for the new season?
Right off the bat, I got to go West Brom.
So you're going to put West Brom in here. So let's just put West Brom right there into the going into relegation battle and discuss them a bit. So West Brom came in second, again, automatic promotion back to the Premier League under Slaven Bilic, the former West Ham United manager who was sacked and, you know, did something great there by bringing West Bromwich Albion back up to the Premier League. So why are you thinking they're going to go down like right away, go right back down?
So the main reason is I'm looking at the teams here, and a lot of the teams, really, there's only 3 teams that I'm thinking, you know, way too early, obviously. You got Sheffield United, West Brom, and then Leeds. And I don't know if Leeds is going to pull one of, you know, the Aston Villas. Like they used to be, like they're a big club. Leeds is a big club in England. So
Definitely.
Are they going to be on a spending spree? Right? I mean, they've been linked with literally Leon Bailey this morning, I saw.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Exactly. So, I mean, like, Aston Villa, they brought in Matt Targett, Tyrone Mings, like, all these big names, and they still struggled, right?
They spent over 100 mil.
Exactly.
Just like Fulham did and got relegated.
Exactly my point, yeah. So, with West Brom, still a big club in Birmingham, right? I mean, they've been in the Premier League on and off for, like, the last 10 years, and I think they're just one of the teams that are going to struggle to find their form, even though Slaven Bilic has done a great job with them.
The thing is, does West Brom has enough to compete right away? Are they going to be an attractive enough club to bring in like a quality player that could, like, you know, help them stay up and compete against these other Premier League teams? That's the thing I'm worried about. They do have a nice, neat little Brazilian there called Mateus Pereira, who they just made his deal from Sporting permanent. He's good, but is he gonna, you know what I mean, be good enough for the Premier League?
The question is he gonna move the needle? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I heard you did mention Sheffield United. Why did you mention Sheffield, though?
So I think, and I think a lot of people will agree with me, they overachieved massively this past season. Not to say they're not great. I think they're very disciplined in their style of football.
Yeah.
But there has to be an argument made that the overall talent may not be there. Now, to their credit, they're very determined and disciplined, like I said. But off the dome, it's like I'm looking at these other teams that may be arguably in that. Like, you think maybe Crystal Palace, maybe West Ham, maybe Newcastle. But then I look at Sheffield United, and I don't see any overwhelming talent that can move the needle for them.
Okay, so we're still on West Brom. Before we move on to another team, West Brom, for you, are going to go into the relegation battle. We're not saying that they're going to get relegated.
Exactly, yes.
They could actually go into the relegation battle. And the thing is, some of these tiers might actually be hard to fill up after we,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
We might have to move teams around. But I do agree with you on the West Bromwich Albion thing, though. So I think they did good to come up, but they could have also stayed down because at the back end of the season there, the form wasn't that good at all.
Right.
If it wasn't for Brentford's basically falling off there, it would have been Brentford in the Premier League and not West Brom. You know what I mean? So I think they would have to just do some really good scouting, bring in like really, really, players that are going to keep them up, players who are going to adapt to the Premier League like right away from day one, not wait until December to start getting their act together. So I think West Bromwich Albion is going to be towards the latter part of the table. So I do agree with that.
Yeah.
The next team, though, Sheffield, we're going to move on to. I do not agree with the Sheffield United thing. I think they're more going to be a mid-table team again this season, to be honest, because when you think about the experience that the guys have gained in their first season back to the Premier League after 12 years, I don't think they're going to fall off massively. You see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Because they have shown that they could attract very, very good talent, bringing in Sander Berger. That's a talent that was highly sought.
No, he's a good player. He's a good player.
And do you know, I don't know if you realize, they just signed Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth.
I did see that, yeah.
20
so that must mean Dean Henderson's going back to United.
That must mean Dean Henderson is going. Dean Henderson has already gone back to United. I did see it.
Where's he? Do you think he'll get loaned out again? Well, we'll talk about that later.
This is what I think. This is a way too early prediction on Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson is going to be Chelsea's keeper next season.
That's bold.
Yes, he's going to be Chelsea's keeper next season. Because, you know why I'm saying that? Where Man United are so reluctant to get rid of David De Gea.
Wouldn't anyone be, though?
Well, look.
Anyone can be in bad form, right?
Yeah.
De Gea and Kepa are both in bad form, but you cannot argue they're top keepers in the Premier League.
Definitely.
But so it's understandable.
So I do think Dean Henderson will go to Chelsea. If he doesn't go to Chelsea, why would he stay as a second choice keeper at Man United when he was so good last season?
Oh, no, I agree.
So Kepa out, Henderson in, and we're going to let you know where Chelsea going to finish in this way too early prediction. So Sheffield United, do you agree on a mid-table finish? Could you kind of, swing back towards a mid-table finish for Sheffield? Because we do have to both agree on where.
No, and I do agree with you to a certain extent. I think for me, Sheffield United is going to be in either heading for a mid-table finish, going towards relegation, or going into the relegation battle. And I really just think it comes down to a term we use here in the States for like the NBA is a sophomore slump. And I think that's kind of what they're heading for.
I've heard that already. I've heard that term already. Yeah. So, but I do think it's gonna be a mid-table though, because they did finish mid-table in their first season back. So you know what? Let's say we might have to settle for like going towards relegation type. You know what I mean?
I like that. Settle. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So we're gonna
compromise.
have to settle. We're gonna have to meet halfway for this one. So we're gonna put Sheffield not like maybe like 15th. 14th, 15th ish type.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next team you mentioned was Leeds United, right here.
Yeah. Let's talk Leeds.
Leeds. Where are they gonna finish? Where are they
Ah,
gonna finish? It's a hard team to judge
it is.
because their coach Bielsa, he is known to like push the guys really, really hard. You know what I mean? He has this thing they call is it murder ball or something he plays where
Murder ball, huh?
yeah something like that where he just pushes the guys to the utmost limit, like he just pushes guys. And I think he was the manager of Marseille when Benjamin Mendy was there, and Benjamin Mendy said that it was Bielsa who helped him get to those levels he got to when he was at Monaco and
Okay.
his early Premier League days before he got injured, of course. And then he's now, one of the worst left backs in the league. But,
That's harsh.
but it could be a result of that rigorous training that Bielsa, put on Mendy previously that weakened his body. And that's a thing. That is definitely a thing. You should definitely look into that. But Leeds United, though, back in the Premier League after a very, very long time, they've been trying. They've been doing well in the championship, and then all of a sudden they just fall off at the back end, and they finally win the championship, and they're back amongst the big boys. So you, Carl, are predicting them to going into the relegation battle right away.
Yeah. And you brought up a good point. This is another tough one because, you look at the Fulhams and, the Aston Villas, these teams that are historically big English clubs, there's a certain psychological aspect to it. Do they spend a lot of money to bring in players, or do they focus on the team they already have and the good coaching, like you said, the murder ball? Because a lot of times all you need is a coach that can motivate players. That's really all you need. You don't necessarily need top talent. And that's kind of like what Liverpool have a good combo of. So for me, this is going to be obviously a way too early guess, a little bit of an ignorant guess. I think Leeds will be going into the relegation battle. Yes. I don't think they're going to be able to adapt. They've been out for so long. Are they ready for that competition?
Yeah, there's some uncertainty surrounding Leeds. There's definitely some uncertainty surrounding Leeds. You know what I noticed about this tier list? That it does not have Fulham in it. So this was probably done before Fulham got promoted.
Oh, wow. Good eye.
Yeah, I didn't notice Fulham in here. But what about Fulham, though?
Yeah, Fulham. Here's the thing. The question is, can they learn from their mistakes last time, right? They still have not Maximovic. What's the striker's name? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's Mitrovic. I knew it was one of the Viches.
Yeah.
So they still have Mitrovic. They were going all out. They brought in like that year with Ryan Sessegnon, Andre Schürrle, Sergio Rico.
They had Frank Zambo Anguissa, Michel Seri. They went all out, though. They went all out.
And they were horrible. They were really bad. And they went through like 2 or 3 managers that season too. So I think what they need is continuity. So for Fulham, they're going to struggle, but I think they're going to be going towards relegation, not necessarily in the relegation battle.
I actually think Fulham will be in the relegation battle again, in my opinion.
And that's fair. That's fair.
Scott Parker, their manager, he looks like a very nervous wreck most of the times. And I think Fulham is going to be in that relegation battle. They are not on here, but we're going to just put Fulham in there, you know what I mean? Just imagine that Fulham is right there whoever.
Wait, we got to put Leeds up there, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna put Leeds right there, and whoever made this tier list, man, I want to tell you, go F off right now, man. You messed up because you know what I mean.
That's harsh.
Yeah, I came to the tier list thing, and I'm like, look, man, this thing might be actually fun to do, but didn't realize that some fool did not put Fulham in here. And I don't know how to actually modify this, though. You know what I mean? I don't know if you could actually put in a logo or something in here. So I'm not even going to try to do that. I wonder if you could put, I don't even think
you probably could modify it somehow.
Yeah, but you have to actually make the damn tier list in order to put every team in there. But it's fine. It's not that important. It's not that important. You know what? You know what we're not going to do right now? We're not going to do a Pep Guardiola and overthink this thing. Okay? We're not going to overthink this thing. So just imagine Fulham is right there. And when I say overthink, we're not going to be like, yo, Carl, man, this ain't good. Let's stop the video and let's not do this anymore.
Hey, I'm fine with no Fulham.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good.
So just imagine Fulham, they're going down. I think Fulham's going back down. That's a way, way early prediction for me, though. That's a way early prediction. The next team we're going to talk about, Palace, man. What do you think about Palace, man? I think Palace is going in the relegation battle. I think they're going to be in the relegation battle. They're one of the only teams left that's basically hanging on by a thread because the squad is old. They don't really attract the best of players. Wilf Zaha could leave anytime. So they have Hodgson. He's 74 years old, you know, so it's just stale. It's just a stale mentality at the club. I think they're going down, man.
Yeah, there's a good argument to be made for that, too. Mm-hmm. I think even with Wilfried Zaha, he did not produce much at all this season.
Definitely not.
So, and they still did, you know, relatively decent, given the talent they had. Who they have, Guaita in goal. Yeah. I think Guaita is a decent talent.
Definitely.
You know, I think Townsend. They do have, but you said it correctly. They have aging players. I think Palace have just been hovering in this same mid-table, like late or bottom mid-table place. I think they're going to be with Sheffield United going towards relegation.
You remember that? You remember the season when De Boer was the manager and he lost the first 7 games of the season?
Yo, it was 9, wasn't it?
I think it was 7, you know.
Yo, they didn't.
It was something like that. Yeah, it was.
You know what? This is funny. Yo, my viewers are gonna love this. They got their first points against City.
Oh, they did. Oh
They
yeah.
did. They got their first points against City.
They did beat us. You remember that goal by Townsend? I remember that goal.
That was the funniest thing, bro. They were so bad for 7 or 9 games, and then
that was a wicked goal, man. I could remember that. No, thanks for reminding me, man. So definitely Crystal Palace down. That's revenge for me. But that was a good game, though. They have Patrick Van Aanholt, these guys Schlupp.
Yeah. You know you think they're going down? Mm-hmm. I think they're going towards relegation, but I think it's fair to say. The relegation battle. I agree.
Remember, this is an early prediction. You know, this ain't like you know what I mean. But they did get a 2-2 draw against us, and I think they did beat us in one of the games. They got a 2-2 draw. And
they get results, man.
Yeah. But the thing is, they're either gonna be very good at the beginning and horrible at the back, or horrible at the beginning and then okay at the back. So that's what they've been showing so far
crazy
lately. But I think this is an early prediction. This is not my final prediction. It's just an early prediction. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go for Leeds, West Brom, Palace, Fulham, all in the relegation scrap. You know what I'm actually going to do? To make things really fun, you know, for the people that watching this right now and heard my whole rant about Fulham, I'm not going to move the screen anymore, and I'm just going to put Fulham in there, like edit Fulham in there.
That's what I was thinking you should do.
You know, so let us move on to the next one, man. This is just look, Kyle, like I like to say, no pressure, man. This is just a chill video for the viewers to just relax. Nothing,
Hey,
you know what I
we're
mean?
all chilling.
Exactly. We're
All
just
chilling.
chilling, man. Tier list and chill. A cup of tea, some juice there. We got water, you know what I mean? Empty bottle of water, and we just chilling, man. So the next team I want to talk about, Brighton, man. Brighton.
Brighton.
Graham Potter, Brighton. They didn't do too bad last season. Didn't do too bad at all. And what do you think they're actually gonna do this season? What do you think they're gonna place this season?
I like what Brighton are doing, man. I really do. I think they have some excellent talent, especially in that midfield. With signing Lallana, Basuma,
Yeah,
they have Pascal Gross. I mean, they really do have some decent players.
yeah,
And at
they're a
the
decent
back, like
team.
Lewis Dunk. I mean,
Yeah,
really, I
but
think Brighton are heading mid-table.
yeah, 15th last season, 41 points. They kind of struggled at the back end. They usually do struggle at the back end.
Yeah.
And the previous season, 17th, they barely survived. And that was when there was actually, back up in and the previous season, 40 points, So since they came back in the Premier League for the 2017-18 season, which was the that 100-point season we got, remember that one?
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Brighton
How
has
many
been.
Premier League titles do you have? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I think we have 4, which is what, 15 less than you? Is
Yeah,
it?
something like that.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think I'm right on the money with that one. So, so they've been struggling though. They've been struggling. So I think they're gonna be going towards relegation mostly. I think they will survive because of what Graham Potter has been doing. He plays a very attractive style of football, and I do think they would do enough business to
Yeah.
keep them up. Just keep
I
them
think they
hovering.
look better since they got Graham Potter, to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
Like,
they do.
they do.
They definitely do. But we won't stay too long on the Seagulls, though. Let us move on to Wolves. Where do you think Wolves are going to finish this season? They finished 7th for the last 2
Yeah.
seasons, man.
It's
Last 2 seasons.
tough, man, because they have so much first-team talent. But then if you look at their bench,
Wait, when you
such
said
a
first
huge-
team, or you meant Portuguese talent?
Well, both actually. Like seriously, if you look
Yeah.
at their starting 11 talent compared to their bench, there's
Yeah.
just such a big drop off.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for
yeah.
me, if they stay healthy, they're heading for Europa League again. I mean, they're a good squad. The way they play is very good. I think their ability to play out from the back and on the counterattack is
Deadly.
up there with the best teams in the Premier League.
Deadly.
The thing for me, like I said, is the injuries. If they get even one injury up front, if Raul Jimenez goes out,
Yeah.
or any of their midfield goes out, if Dendoncker goes out, I mean, their backup for those positions is very slim. So, but I'm gonna say for me, heading for the Europa League again because they are a good side.
I think Wolves have been very consistent, man. 7th back to back.
Right.
But they would actually be mad at themselves that they weren't able to grab a Champions League spot or push for a Champions
I
League
agree.
spot.
I agree because they were in the battle.
Yeah, definitely. And the way they went out of the Europa League as well, they would have fancied their chances of winning that. And I saw an article that Nuno was saying, listen, we have to sign players now. This is a sign. We have to keep bringing in these talented players. I think they have a lot of talent. And I think, and I don't agree with you in the terms when you said they don't have the depth. I think they have a lot of depth, in my opinion. Maybe not in the forward position where Raul Jimenez, if he doesn't play, but on the wings, they have a lot of depth. They had so much depth on the wings that they sent Ivan Cavallero and Helder Costa out on loan to both Wolves and Fulham, who are now both promoted, and they actually sold them off. So that's how much depth
on the
they
wings.
had.
You're right; they do have that that depth. But if you look at like the midfield, I mean, they have Vinagre at left back to back up. I think it's Johnny. I think is on the left wing, but Johnny just got injured, didn't he, in the Europa League game?
I didn't actually follow the Europa League, to be honest. I really could care. I
Yeah.
could give I don't really care about it. Seriously, because look, my thing is, why would I take my precious time to do research about the Europa League when there's other things to do, like the Champions League? You know what I mean?
You just love the sport. You know what I mean?
No, I follow it. I see the scores, and I'll make a video here and there if I have the time. But I'm not gonna be busting my head, because what I've noticed in the past, most people don't even care about the Europa League. You know what I mean? Unless you have
that's a fair thing.
Unless your team is in there, and you nor I, or neither you nor me, whatever, however you want to put it, we don't have to worry about Europa League. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I did a few years back.
Yeah, but that's the old times. Man. You know, times have changed, bro. Times have changed. So we're gonna put Wolves here in the heading towards Europa League. I don't think they're gonna fall off too much. They have the quality. They have a good manager in Nuno, and they have the financial backing to keep improving their squad. Mm-hmm. West Ham United, man.
Look, West Ham, even this season and last season, they always start off relatively strong. Like, you see them in the 5 to 10 range, okay? Yeah. And then for some reason they just fall off. And they have so much like good talent going forward.
Definitely.
Maybe not at the back end, but I mean, Issa Diop is a good young French defender. You know, they have Masuaka, good defender.
But I think Cresswell is the number one left back there. I like Cresswell as a player. I like Cresswell. He's good in the dead ball situation. He's a good leader.
You know, he's.
They have Noble.
Noble.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice, exactly. So for me, they are slotted for a mid-table finish. But the question is the consistency, right? They were in the relegation battle this season, but they finished the season extremely strong.
Yeah.
I think I'm going mid-table for West Ham.
16th for West Ham. I'm going to agree with you with this one and put West Ham mid-table. Like, they have to learn from their mistakes last season. They definitely have to learn. And they got to do some recruitment. You see where they brought in Jared Bowen. He made a big difference. Thomas Susek, he made a huge difference.
He's a good player.
Yeah. And I think Sebastian Haller, if he stays fit, he would have a good season.
Yeah. I'll tell you who needs to step up if they don't get rid of him is Felipe Anderson.
Yeah.
He has not been producing for them at all.
I think Felipe Anderson I think they're gonna sell Felipe Anderson.
Yeah.
There's also Lanzini. Yeah, Lanzini needs to step up as well.
Absolutely.
Mikel Antonio deserves a shout. He has been a beast.
I love him. Love Mikel Antonio.
I don't know if Yarmolenko will stay at the club. I don't, there's always a doubt over these guys.
He's getting older, I mean.
But, that guy's one hell of a player, man. I remember the first time I saw Yarmolenko was a game, Ukraine versus the USA. It was played on like neutral ground. And I'm like, who the hell is this lanky guy, Yarmolenko? And they actually beat the USA in that game. And I'm like, who is this guy? Much. Yeah, I'm like, but still.
Yeah, I know.
And that was a Ukraine team that was now rebuilding. That wasn't the you know what I mean? So I was like, who is this guy? So and I liked when he moved from Dynamo Kiev to Dortmund. Remember, he was at Dortmund. And then
Yarmolenko was?
Yes, he was. And then he moved to West Ham, which was a surprise. Then he got injured, but he is quality though. So I think West Ham mid-table. I think Moyes is gonna, get some money, a little back in, not a whole lot, but I think they're gonna do a lot better, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should. Burnley. What do you think they're gonna do? They place 10th this season. Most annoying team to play. Burnley.
So annoying, so physical.
I'm telling you, man.
They are like, I can't stand playing them because their set pieces are the most annoying set pieces in the world. They literally tackle the keeper. And this goes for every single team. It's not just us.
They're good because the thing with them too, an opportunity that Raheem Sterling or Gabriel Jesus might miss Chris Wood or Barnes or even J. Rodriguez are going to put it away for sure.
I'm telling you right now, dude, Chris Wood is one of the best, like, hold-up strikers.
Yeah. New Zealand's finest, man. New Zealand's finest. I'm going to put Burnley at mid-table again, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with, too, man. They're just the definition of mid-table.
Mid-table, man. Mid-table.
They did have that Europa League playoff a few years back.
Yes,
though.
they did, and it did affect them. It affected them, and they don't want to be in they don't want to be in Europe anymore. It just they just want to stay just where they're at, stay in the Premier League, and keep on trucking.
The big thing is, can they hold on to Nick Pope?
Yeah, he might. Chelsea might.
That's the thing. Chelsea are in the hunt. But the thing, who's to say Chelsea are in the hunt? Maybe Kepa fell out of favor with Lampard.
Yeah,
but that's not to say that
hard.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just like the last few games that he fell out.
Yeah, but still, though, if you have Kepa and you're gonna choose Caballero in these big games, it tells a lot, man. It tells a lot. Point. Exactly. So. I think Burnley, look, let me tell you this. Let me say this right now. If Burnley loses Nick Pope, whoever they bring in, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, whoa, where was this gem hiding? You know what I mean?
Nick Pope was a gem, bro. He's a gem right now.
And Nick Pope was actually not the number one keeper. They actually give Nick Pope an opportunity. It was Heaton, I think, for a while.
Yeah, Tom Heaton. Yep.
And he went to
Villa, right?
Yeah. And then he got injured. So, but talk about Villa. Where you think they're gonna? You think they're gonna be in a relegation mix-up again this season?
Villa, dude. I'm not gonna say I'm like a huge fan of Villa, but I support Villa, and I like the team they have, and I think they underachieved this season. I don't know if it was nerves being back in the league. I don't know if it was, maybe. I don't know what it was because, Jack Grealish had a great year. Yeah. They have excellent players. They have young, good midfielders. I think Aston Villa is going mid-table.
I'm going to say going towards relegation again, bro. Okay. I'm going to say just above the relegation thing right here. So
you think so?
Yeah, I think so, though. I think so. Seriously, they struggled hard, man. They barely survived.
They struggled, but dude, when you compare their players to everyone else, they're just good. They have good play. I don't know. That's just me, though. That's my opinion.
Listen, Aston Villa barely survived. You know why they survived? Because of Hawkeye. The mess up in the game there against Sheffield when they got a point when they weren't supposed to get a point. That's where they survived. If you really
I think they survived because of was it the last game where Jack Grealish?
I know what you're trying to say, but
that was a big. I know what you're saying too. That was
in hindsight.
That's just a clear error right there.
In hindsight, you take away that point, they go down because Bournemouth got a better goal difference. So you just take away that point from them, and they're down.
To be fair, Aston Villa is a better team than Bournemouth. So, but you're right. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that because Bournemouth spent 5 years in the Premier League while Aston Villa was out. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good argument. Great argument.
So Villa, I think they're going to be just around here. Could we settle on that? Right, at mid-table might be a bit too high.
I think that's fair. I think it's either there or mid-table. Those are the only two spots.
I think there looks just about right because it's a way too early. We don't even know what kind of business they're gonna do yet.
Way too early.
Way too early, man. You know what I'm saying? So the next team, Southampton, bro. What do you think they're gonna do?
Southampton is on the level with Aston Villa for me. They're I love them. I love how they're always Southampton always have young talent, and they have Danny Ings, man. I'm so happy for the guy.
Of course,
excellent season.
Of course, you're gonna love Southampton because they got Ings, former Liverpool player, of course.
No, I'm not even talking about that.
You took Mane from them. You took Van Dijk from them. You took Lallana from them. Oxlade-Chamberlain used to play for them. Of course,
to be fair,
Lovren used to play for them.
Any of them, we
bought
them.
But still,
So
if it wasn't for Southampton, what would Liverpool have been today?
I don't even want to hear that. If it wasn't for your owners, what would Man City be today? So I don't even want to hear it. If it wasn't for your owners, what would Man City be? So let's go back to Southampton.
Well, look, let me answer that. Most likely in the Championship.
You brought this up with Southampton.
Look, most likely in the Championship. Southampton is going to be a mid-table team again, man.
Whoa, I didn't even get to answer, bro.
No, for me. So I'm letting you know what I think. You know what I mean?
I think that's fair. I think they have the ability to push for Europa League, but I think mid-table's fair.
Yeah, mid-table, I think it's fair. You know, Hassan Hutel, you know, they still recruiting. They brought in a defender there. Can't remember his name right now, but they brought in a defender. They're looking to improve. They sold Heiberg. They brought
Talking about Bednarek from Poland?
No, not Bednarek. There's a new defender they brought in for like 12 million or so from France. I might be mistaken, but They brought in Kyle Walker-Peters on a permanent basis, and that guy could play, man. Kyle Walker-Peters, I like his, you know what I mean, his energy.
No, he's great. He's great.
And they sent Heiberg the opposite with the Tottenham. So I don't know about that signing, though. Seriously.
Yeah,
I don't know about that one. That one looks like a kind of signing that could actually blow up in your face, to be honest, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He's just
still young, though. Højbjerg's still only like 23.
Heiberg, he just looks like a player. He kind of dwells too much on emotion. Like, he was at Bayern Munich. He left for game time. He played at Southampton. He was there for a while. He's looking for a bigger challenge. Go to Tottenham, you know, where I think he ain't going to win no trophies. And, you know, so it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but maybe Tottenham might win a trophy. They got Trophy Eno at the club. So, you know.
Trophy Eno.
But he might get sacked this season. So you never know. You know what I mean? You know, look, he is so susceptible to getting sacked. So it's like.
His attention span at clubs is like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Newcastle, bro.
Dude, Newcastle, man, they've been going towards relegation for like every season they've been in the Premier League, and they did get relegated
a few seasons ago. Yeah, that's when you guys bought Gini Wijnaldum.
Yeah, and the logical place for Newcastle would be like a mid-table finish, but you know what? I think I'm gonna say mid-table.
Yeah, you know, they Steve Bruce. They're a pretty attractive club. They could attract very talented players.
Yeah,
I must say around the mid-table too. Yeah, you know what I mean. They would need Joe Linton to score a bit more.
He needs to step it up.
Yeah, a bit more. So right now, in the mid-table towards the back end, we have a total of 11 teams already. So we have 11 teams and one up there. So we have 8 teams left to talk about. We have the big boys to talk about, man. The big boys.
Remember, we can move this around too.
The what you said?
And we can move this around once we have them all.
Yeah, definitely. Arsenal, man. What do you think they're going to do this season?
Europa League.
I have a shock for you, man. I think Arsenal are going to head for the Champions League this season.
What makes you think that?
Look, man. Look. When Arteta was first appointed, I was kind of skeptical. I had doubts. You know what I mean? And I was like, maybe I was just salty the fact that he was at City and he left. But have this guy proven everybody wrong? You know what I mean?
Great coach. Yeah.
You know, he has beaten all the big boys, won the FA Cup, you know, spanked Liverpool, spanked City. So
spanked Liverpool.
Of course, you guys got Arsenal beat you guys. What are you talking about?
We didn't get spanked. We beat ourselves.
But still, come on. You got spanked.
Yo, they had 2 shots on goal.
I don't care. You got spanked. You got beaten.
We didn't get smacked.
Look,
I don't care
for Liverpool to get beaten by Arsenal now you got spanked. You got slapped in the face.
Beat ourselves. Arsenal weren't even there.
Let me ask you a question. You and Arsenal fought. At the end of it, Arsenal, they were standing up over you. You got beaten. You got slapped. Okay?
No. We gave the ball up and had 2 errors. You know baseball, how they have errors, right? And you don't get a hit? They should have that for soccer. We had 2 errors leading to goals.
It doesn't matter, bro. You lost.
We did lose, but we didn't get smacked.
So Arsenal, do you think they have a chance to get Champions League, though, from what they've been showing us?
Of course they have a chance to get Champions League, but they're not. I think right now they don't have a defense.
But they're looking to better that, though.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine.
Look, we don't know
better that.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Right,
it's way too early prediction. Yeah.
At the moment, they're fine going forward, right?
They're very good going forward. Very good.
You can make an argument their midfield is okay. You know, I don't think Xhaka is the answer. I don't think Guendouzi's the answer. I like Lucas Torreira. I think he's good. I think Arsenal are a Europa League side right now.
But they got Europa League through the FA Cup. That's how they got Europa League. So, you know. Well, that's the thing. It's this year was a tough year. This year was a mid-table finish in 8th, basically.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know what it is, though. My gut feeling is telling me Arsenal right here. You see right there? You know, my gut feeling is telling me, you see right there, like in between there, Europa League, Champions League. I think I honestly think, just to spice this thing up a bit, I think Arsenal are gonna definitely push for Champions League this season, though.
Fair enough.
And I need you to agree a bit on that. That I need you to give them at least a fighting chance. Simply because of what they did at the back end of the season there, what they have been showing us. They have been promising big things.
You know, that's fine. I see what you're saying, but I look at the defense, and
but look,
you need to be able to defend in Europe.
I know, but look here. They're looking to bolster their defense. They've been linked to this Gabriel guy so much, this guy from the plays in League On. And we know League On is like the food basket of the Premier League, basically. You know what I mean? We go on, and when I say food, you know who produces food?
Farmers.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if Leon beat us. I still think they're farmers. I don't care. I still think it's a farmers league because PSG are going to walk it again next season. You know, I think Arsenal are going to better their defense. I think they might actually get Thomas Partey, and they're going to bring in a few other good players. Some players are going to leave the club, and I think Arsenal are going to give us a shock next season. That's my thing.
All right.
That's my thing. What about Tottenham? The fact that we're talking about Arsenal, we got to talk about Tottenham next. What do you think they're going to do?
You know, just based on what they did this year, and given Mourinho it's going to be his first offseason with the team.
Yeah.
Mourinho, regardless if you like him or not, he is an experienced manager. And I think Tottenham can absolutely push for Champions League.
Yes, they can. They can.
And
definitely can.
I'm going Tottenham is heading for Champions League also. Just because, for me, Tottenham and Arsenal are the two teams that are you don't really know.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put them where you put Arsenal, basically.
Because the reason why you have a strong argument there is because when Mourinho came in, the team was 14th. And look at where they finished. 6th.
Exactly.
59 points.
Exactly.
And Mourinho has been Tottenham has picked up one of the best returns since Mourinho came to the club in terms of the other teams in the second half of the season. You know?
Yeah.
So they have picked up a lot of points when Mourinho, since Mourinho came in. So look, this Champions League thing is going to be tough. We're going to put them up there too, heading for the Champions League, fighting for the Champions League. Yep. And which brings us to the next team here, Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea. What do you think they're going to do right now? They brought in Werner, basically.
Yep.
Werner was linked to Liverpool, and they say, no, Liverpool. We're going to take that guy. Too expensive for y'all. Thank you very much. They're linked to Havertz every day. So they brought in Ziyech. So look, man, they're looking good, no doubt. But they have to sort out that rotten defense, man.
Yes, they do.
And they have to sort out their keeper. Or otherwise, it's gonna be Europa League for them. You know what I mean? Fourth. After they were looking like, they could actually even come in second or even third. They made United pass them. It's tough. This season is gonna be tough, no doubt. But Chelsea, it's hard to put my money on this one, but I think they will be fighting for Champions League football.
I agree. I agree.
I think so. It's hard to argue against them.
Yeah.
It's really, really tough. Leicester City, man.
Yeah, so I put Leicester and Everton in the same spot as Wolves, and I think it's the Leicester, they overachieved in the first half of the season.
Yeah.
And then I think the world kind of put them where they were supposed to be at the end of the season. So I think Leicester are going for Europa League. I think that they have. I think Brendan Rodgers is a good manager. Be careful. You know why? Remember, they'll be in the Europa League this season, and that would take a toll on the team. Right,
This is unfamiliar territory for Leicester because they don't usually play European football. They were in a relegation battle a couple of seasons ago under Nigel Pearson. Don't forget that. So they won the Premier League. They were in the Champions League. They got to the quarterfinal. And that season, they didn't do their greatest. They
still finished mid-table that year.
So that was the 2016-17 season. They actually finished,
I think it's
12th, bro.
12th?
You see what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
12th. So that Champions League season really did hurt them. The following season, when they didn't have European football, they finished 9th. And the following season after that, well, that was the 2018 season. The last season, they finished 5th. So I think, to be honest, my opinion, Leicester is going to be a mid-table team next season. We can't all put them up there. So I'm going to have to drop him here, maybe 8th, 9th. But they're not going to be in the Europa League again next season, in my opinion. That's just my early prediction. Way too early prediction, okay? Don't you guys forget that. Which brings us to the next team, Everton.
Look, Everton have just been doing mid-table things for so long. It's hard not to put them in the mid-table, but Ancelotti is a good manager. He's a good manager. If they can figure out their midfield, and if they can get like one more attacker up front to Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, they're a Europa League team.
I think Carlo Ancelotti is going to do something this season. I'm going to put them in the Europa League. Look, Europa League only have 2 spots, 5th and 6th.
I know. Well, you have the playoff in the 7th.
You only I think you only get playoffs if a team does not win the FA Cup and qualify for the Champions League. Remember that.
Okay.
Because Tottenham are going to be in the Europa League playoffs. So Tottenham does not have to be in the Europa League. They could get knocked out by Apoel or one of them teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could.
Or that team from Azerbaijan or something. You know what I mean? So look. What's that team called again?
What team?
From Azerbaijan. That big team that be in the damn man.
I don't even know what you said.
Azerbaijan, man. That team from Azerbaijan. Damn, I
I don't even
forgot their
know what
name.
that is.
You don't know Azerbaijan?
What country is that?
The land of fire, bro.
Yo, you're killing me right now.
No, for real. Azerbaijan. You don't know that team from Azerbaijan?
I guarantee you if I saw the logo and the spelling, I would.
Okay, Azerbaijan. That's where Arsenal had to be like traveling lately though. Azerbaijan Premier League. Let me just look that up right now. But I can't remember the team. You will know the team when I let you know the team though. Karabakh. I know you heard about that team before.
You got to show me the logo.
FK Karabakh. Oh, that's
okay.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
FK, yeah, I do know. Yep.
Yeah. Baku, bro. Baku. That's where the Europa League final was played. Baku, remember? Arsenal versus Chelsea in Baku, Azerbaijan. Very, very controversial place, by the way, you know. Armenia and Azerbaijan, those countries are close to each other. They don't really like each other over there, you know what I mean? Sort of on the border of Europe and Asia, kind of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But we won't get too much into the politics, though. By the way, who you voting for, Trump or Biden?
Yo, I don't do politics.
Look, either way, we're both screwed. Believe me. So, the next team, you know, we just talked about Everton. Liverpool, bro. Liverpool.
You know where Liverpool's going.
We have to put them up here, heading for the Champions League. And you know what I like about this, though, Kyle? We're not predicting who's going to win the title.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we know that Liverpool does have a great chance of doing, you know, a back-to-back thing right here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because
and you got to put Man City up there, too.
Yeah, definitely. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how great do you think your chances are of winning back-to-back Premier League titles?
I'd say 8 out of 10.
You know what I'll say? 10.
You think so? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we won back-to-back titles,
10.
but I'm saying, you know, there has to be an argument made that teams are improving.
I will be surprised if you don't win back-to-back titles. The way that we're playing right now, what happened against Lyon over there in Portugal, the way we're playing right now, the fact that Pep Guardiola actually took his brain and made 2 extra brains to overthink, he's going to do the same thing again. Seriously.
Yeah.
So, Liverpool, they're going to be title contenders again. We saw what they did for the last 3 seasons. Let's say 3. Maybe not in the Premier League, the 3rd season I'm talking about, but they got to the Champions League final and then they won it and then they got 1 point behind us and then they got 18 points behind us. It's going to be tough to beat Liverpool. It's going to be hard. So I'm going to say, look, Liverpool are favorites again. Of course they are. And guess what? Before we move on, it's an Everton fan who made this tier list, you know. Constant Everton FC. The template was made by, and you did not put Fulham. You did not go back and update the thing. Look, man. Look. What do you think about this Everton fan being a Liverpool fan yourself? What do you think?
Dude, I have no idea. He probably, like you said, he probably made it before Fulham, or dude, there's a great chance he just forgot. People are human.
But why? Why make it if you're gonna mess it up though? It's only 20 teams though.
Yo, Dom, I think you're way more upset about this than I am.
Fulham, I would like to take the time to apologize to you on behalf of this Everton fan. Okay? United. I know you hate United. I know you don't like City. Maybe you might not hate us, but you don't like us. You don't like none of the Manchester club. Do you at least like Bolton Wanderers?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them. We got Adam Bogdan from Bolton Wanderers. I mean, I don't care.
Okay.
We just don't do business with these two.
Oh, you don't do business with us? What about Sterling? Thanks for Sterling, though.
Well, yeah, we sold him to y'all because he put in a transfer request, I think.
Yeah, that was kind of sleazy though.
No, he's sleazy. No one likes him. No one respects him.
That was definitely sleazy, but he did score against you this season though.
For the first time, thank God.
How you feel about that 4-0 win though?
I feel like we were drunk.
Oh yeah, okay. Make excuses. Make excuses. But United, what do you think they're going to do this season, though? Champions League, remember, they did make it to the Champions League for the 2019-20 season, you know. They're going to be in the Champions League next season.
That's what I have to say about United.
Wait, was that sneeze?
I'm allergic to BS.
Did you say mid-table? Mid-table.
That's what that was.
I swore I heard mid-table, bro.
Oh my God! My life would be made if Man United finished mid-table.
For real, you think they're gonna be You think they're gonna be well? Heading for Champions League means competing for the Champions League. You think they're gonna be up there?
You know, I want to say they will, but you know what? No.
Why not?
No.
Is it because of your hate? Or
that's what I'm trying to determine what it's because of.
Okay, forget about the hate. They placed third. They got Bruno Fernandes. They got Pogba. They do need to start out their defense, though. Their defense is kind of, their center back, Lindelof and Bailly and all these guys.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing.
Harry Maguire, you know what I mean? 86 million pounds, I don't know.
Man United and Tottenham and Arsenal are the teams that I can't decide between Champions League and Europa League.
But that's the beauty about it, though. There could be a six-prong, thing going on for the Champions League. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd leave them up there.
A six-prong battle. And last but not least, Man City, man.
They got to go up there.
I'm going to put them maybe like around here.
Yo, you're what?
Around maybe here. No, you know what?
Right, now you're just smoking crack.
Or maybe, you know what? Nah.
No, that looked good. Go down to the bottom.
Right up there. You know what I mean? Heading for the Champions League. It's gonna look. I have to say this as a City fan right here. If this is a nice City jersey, by the way, right? In hindsight, when you look back at this is
to be honest, when they were wearing it on the field, it was disgusing.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, it looks good on you, man.
Thank you very much, man. I'm a handsome guy. You know what I mean? I do the best in things. What more could I say? But heading for the Champions League, but I think it's gonna be very, very tough because all these teams up there, the Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Wolves, they all can beat us.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They all can beat us. And that's the worrying thing. And Pep keeps overthinking the damn thing. And
technically, Norwich can still beat y'all too.
Exactly. Even while they're in the championship. Or maybe not. We did beat them at the back end of the season there. But Wolves, bro, they beat us twice.
Yo, but Wolves just I don't know what it is, but you're right. When they play y'all, God.
Oh, man. This guy, Adama Traore, man.
Yo, it's that counterattack. When they counterattack against y'all.
We cannot defend against counterattacking teams.
No.
We are just bad. We are just bad against counter. You know what we are against counterattacking team? You got the word on the tip of your tongue. Say
trash.
Exactly. That's what we are. But look, man, this tier list was fun. Let's just do a quick recap and see if we want to leave the teams right there. Mm-hmm. Going into relegation, we have Leeds, West Bromwich Albion, Crystal Palace, and Fulham. And I think that sounds just about right.
Yeah. The only one I would switch out if I was going to switch it out would be I would switch Sheffield and Crystal Palace. But right now, I like how it looks.
But the thing is, the beauty about this is, you see those 7 teams, we are actually saying that 3 of them are going to go down.
Right.
That's our way, way too early predictions. What we're going to do, though, after all the business have been done, maybe like September around 8th, 9th, like a week before the Premier League, we'll come back and we talk about this again.
Yo, this is going to be funny because I guarantee you the table doesn't look anything like this.
It might look different because we have a lot more things to talk about. So, mid-table, Newcastle, West Ham, Burnley, Southampton, Leicester, in our opinion. That looks just about right.
Yeah.
And just ahead of them, Wolves and Everton for the Europa League places. Guys, I won't be surprised if one of these mid-table teams actually get relegated, by the way. And one of these teams that we put way down at the bottom actually gets, does well.
Yeah, no, that's the thing about the Premier League, and that's why it's so exciting every season, you know? It's not like the Ligue 1 where you know the top three already. It's not like, other leagues where you can definitely predict, the top teams. Like, for example, with Leipzig in Germany, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just the Premier League is so exciting, bro.
So the Europa League spots, Wolves and Everton, those kind of spot on, because what's going to happen is you might actually find one of these teams up in the Champions League tier could actually drop down into the Europa League or even further behind the Europa League, like an Arsenal, a Tottenham, or even a Chelsea. I would look. I'm going to say this. I won't be surprised if Chelsea flops hard.
Me neither.
Next season. I won't be surprised at all. You know what I mean? But I'm going to stick to the, I just want to put that out there, but I think they'll do well. Liverpool, title contenders again. City, title contenders, of course. United, maybe not.
Tottenham and Arsenal.
Yeah. Look, Tottenham, do not count out Mourinho. I'm just going to let everybody know.
No. That was my whole point with putting him up there.
Yeah. Do not count him out for a title. Who knows? This could be Tottenham's year. This could be their year. But all I know is if we don't sign, like, let's say, a Koulibaly, if we don't bring in a Koulibaly right now, and maybe a left back, if Angelino comes back to the club, and he has came back to the club, by the way, though.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
I don't know.
Fullback
I don't know if we're gonna keep him or if we're gonna sell him. I don't know. God. But if we decide to keep him and use him, he would be a great outlet going forward, and then we might be able to compete. But then teams are gonna bully us over there on the left too, because he isn't that great defensively. Hence the reason Leipzig like to play three at the back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's been real, Kyle. It's been real. I had fun doing this.
This was a lot of fun, bro. A lot of fun.
Way too much fun.
Way too much fun.
Early as well. Early. Fun. You know what I mean? It's way too early to be having so much fun. Seriously. It's a day party in here, man. I'm telling you. So, guys, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Dominic Rich FC. Kyle, plug your channel.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Nothing But Reds. We do match predictions, Sunday summaries, the best talk show on YouTube. And really Dominic, good. I'm sure we'll put a link down there for me. And I'll put a link to Dominic's channel if you're watching on my channel. Definitely. And guys, appreciate you watching.
So, guys, Kyle is on his way to 1,000 subs. So make sure you subscribe, you know what I mean? Get him to that magical number where he's going to look to get past me one of these days. Trust me, man. Trust me. You'll get there. I just hit 35K, so thank you very much for that, guys. Appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on the video. And until next time, from your boy Dominic Rich. Peace out. Rich, squad. So, Kyle, you want to say bye or something?
Nah, bro, I'm good. I just like watching you do your squat thing.
All right.